What's up, everyone? Jeremy Majors here with Majors Academy Dog Training out of Green Bay, Wisconsin. And we are live, episode 200. That's right, episode 200. We've had 200 episodes of dog training Q&A for your liking, for your pursuit. And if you like any of this content, check out the rest of it. There's some good stuff. So this is episode 200. I don't know about anything special that I can do other than what I've been doing. But yeah, here I am. Dog Training Q&A, episode 200. Ask me anything you like. No question is a dumb question. And know that your question will help out others with similar issues. Hello, Pat. All right. Let's get started. Happy Thursday. Okay. First question. Carrie says, we're still having bad anxiety with Houdini. And it seems to be getting worse. Recommendations, thoughts. Do we just tighten up on training, go back to the basics, and putting him in his place more often throughout the day? Any other things we should be doing? He seems absolutely terrified of whatever noise is happening in our neighborhood, scratching things, shaking uncontrollably, panting. Can we maybe meet with you again or give you a call sometimes? Of course. Know that I am. Hey, Kristen. Know that I am here for you anytime, all the time. Yeah. Yeah, anxiety is, a two-way street. Lack of exercise or lack of guidance. Those are the two main issues, or those are the two main things you need to focus on when it comes to anxiety: exercise and guidance. So, if your dog's not getting enough exercise, it could fall victim to its anxiety. If the dog's not getting enough guidance and there's too much freedom of thought, then your dog will be a victim to its anxiety. But number one thing when it comes to anxiety is exercise. The definition of exercise is the release of anxiety. But again, lack of exercise, lack of guidance is also very important. If you see your dog pacing around, stressed out, guys, give him something to do. Make him do something. Make him do nothing, actually. That's probably the best. Make him do nothing. You're answering questions for them. When they're stressed and anxiety and they're pacing around, they don't know what to do. Give them something to do. Give them nothing to do. Tell them to go lay down. All right, so that's the guidance part of it. That'd be the same with the walk. If your dog has anxiety on the walk and is reactive, give the dog something to do. Give a dog a job to do. Some people don't know what to do without jobs, without something to do. We like doing something. Yeah. All right. Thanks, Carrie. I appreciate your question. Feel free to ask another. Okay, Pat said, you shared a post about rough play with your dog and that it was good. I'm very uncomfortable doing that with Rocky because he will knock me down. How do I achieve the results of rough play without actually doing it? Well, Pat, it's not necessarily necessary, required that you do it. It's not required. Certainly, if your dog outsizes you, then I would reconsider. Because a dog is going to learn that they can push you around if they can push you around. They're going to be able to feel whether they backs you up or you back them up. Submissive dogs and dominant dogs. Dominant dogs go forward and submissive dogs go backwards or lay down or underneath or to the side or avoid. Dominant dogs go straight forward. That's it. They don't get pushed around. They don't go backwards. They either stand their ground or they go forward. So when you play with your dog, you have to be the one that is the dominant one. And if you can't achieve that, then I wouldn't do it. Because your dog may learn that it can be dominant over you. So, yeah, it's not for everyone. But, you know, if you would have gotten Rocky as a puppy, that's the time where you could have established some rough play rules. Establish the rules of engagement. There's not enough of it. Nobody plays with their dog like that. It's even important in children development. But we're not here to talk about children. We're here to talk about dogs. So, there's my advice, Pat. Okay, Kristen says, so I did dog daycare at Bratfest last weekend. Holy crap, I got an education. Is humping just domination? Holy humping. Yeah, of course it is. My dogs will hump a new dog that is being way too cocky and needs to be humble. My dogs will try and hump them to try and balance them out. So if there's a lot of humping going on, then there's just a lot of imbalance being allowed. Yeah, sounds like a hump fest, not a brat fest. All right, guys. Those of you who are watching on YouTube and Facebook, feel free to ask as many questions as you like. We are here until we run out of questions or until I feel like stop talking, which is usually an hour. But feel free to ask as many questions as you like. There were 40 dogs in a smaller area. Yeah, that's crazy. How many people did they have looking after 40 dogs? Curious. So what do I have in my kennel today? I have a Boston Terrier, a Hound mix. What I would say would be what is he, man? It's got to be Lab. I don't know, maybe Lab Pit Bull mix. And then I got a Boxer puppy, 9 months. So the Hound mix is coming from a rescue, so we so that's I usually take 3, but I'm working with a rescue, so I'm taking that one in. The Boston Terrier was the toughest one. I really think small dogs I will need longer than 3 weeks. Small dogs have probably twice as much of a stubborn mindset. They have such a complex that they so easily get what they want, way more than big dogs. We automatically, as humans, feel sorry and give in to their size and or cuteness of small dogs. It makes them harder to reach. And what I mean by harder to reach is, somewhere down the line, most people, when they have a big dog, they know that certain behaviors should stop because the dog's going to become big. And for that reason, and for that thinking, we make them do things they don't necessarily want to do, or don't allow them to do things that we don't want them to do. Because, again, they're just going to get big. But small dogs stay small. When they jump on people, they have almost 0% chance of knocking someone over. We like smaller dogs in our personal space because it's easier to deal with. So it's just easier. But for the dog, we really got to start to think that, we want this small dog to also be able to thrive in multiple scenarios. And one of the big ones is people coming onto your territory. If you have a dominant small dog, it's tougher to be tough on small dogs because they're small. So most people just let behavior go. But I just talked to a person who had a 6-year-old Lhasa Apso that was biting and growling and barking and all the things. And she had told me, she was expressing to me that she had gone through training and all this training, and it's not working, and you don't know what to do. Seems like she said that it was the behaviors all coming from anxiety. And I had to let her know. I'm like, all right, I can guarantee this dog is in your bed, on your couch, doesn't come when called, jumps on everyone. And then I said, who in the house is allowing the dog to do whatever it wants? And I said, those are the issues right there. Stop those issues and you won't get a dog that bites. Stop those issues and you won't get a dog that bites. What are those issues? And this goes for all dogs, all sizes. If you allow your dog to jump on you and jump on guests, they have zero respect for humans. They think they are so cocky that they can go up to a stranger because they know that humans will never, ever hurt them. And they go ahead and they put their paws on them. That's not a realistic perspective for a dog. That's not a realistic perspective for any animal out in the wild. That's not even a realistic perspective to have for us as humans. Us as humans know that it is risky to go up to someone you don't know and put your hands on them. Matter of fact, you'll go to jail for it. But if someone actually did that, we would call them uneducated, ignorant, and has a total lack of respect for humans. So if you allow your dog to go and jump on people and jump on you, jump on people, bark at people, lunge at people, bite people, well, the mistake is yours. Because you didn't teach the dog how to respect humans. No human has shown that dog that is not okay to do so. Because they don't jump on themselves or else. Humans are the only thing that dogs can jump on regularly without consequence. And if there's no consequence there for the dog to consider, then it's in the dog's best interest to continue to take advantage of you or the situation, because the dog can be in control if it wants to be. Non-stop barking. Your dog sees someone or something out of the window and starts barking, and it can't help it. Your dog considers the house, your house, its territory, and you should take issue with that. Unless you like it. Unless you like that no one can come in your house without being abused by your dog. You like that. Some people like it. And then they go, I don't know what it's his anxiety. It was his past. He was abused. He was put in a crate for all day. That's what everybody says about their rescue. I'm pretty sure he was left outside, unattended, on a chain all day. I'm pretty sure he was left in a crate, unattended, all day. No socialization. That's why he doesn't like dogs and people. Bull crap. Your dog doesn't like humans and people because you spoil them. Because it has a choice to. A dog can be very social if they know that they have to respect. They have to respectfully deal with their insecurities or their fear or their anxiety. Regardless of all those things, if a dog can listen to the owner, then the dog will be enjoyed by the rest of the world, just like you get to enjoy the dog. But there is a sacrifice for that. You will have to stop treating your dog like a cupcake, like it's a treat for you and only you. If you want your dog to be social, you will have to start acting like the dog's leader instead of their friend. You will have to prioritize education and not happiness. It's about visualizing what kind of dog you want, what kind of lifestyle, given the lifestyle that you have. Do I want to take hikes and I want to bring my dog? Yes. Some people say yes. Do I want to go camping? Yes. Some people say yes. Do I want to go on a boat? Bring the dog. Do I just want to go down to the daggum street festival market, there's a bunch of street markets or whatever. You're going to have to let that dog know that you're in charge. You're going to have to bring some of that leadership energy. I'll give you a quick example. My neighbor moved in. His girlfriend had an Australian Shepherd. Australian Shepherd didn't want anything to do with my neighbor. As a matter of fact, snapped, bit, growled, the whole 9 yards. And they asked me, what can we do to help it? And I said, tell the girlfriend to ignore the dog for a week. No petting. Man, it took 3 days and that dog was in Todd's lap. Somebody pet me. That's how you make a social dog. If they stop listening, if they become more pushy, you have to stop giving them so much attention when they want it. You have to stop tolerating annoying behavior. Yes, you guys know what I'm talking about. I know you guys get annoyed with your dog. I'm the only trainer talking about this, and I don't care because I know what it takes. Don't tolerate anything that your dog does that makes you not like them. So anything that dog does that you don't like, you shouldn't tolerate. Because if you allow your dog to keep doing things on a day-to-day basis that you don't like, you are going to create a dog who has a huge ego and is so miseducated on the world that it's going to get hurt or hurt someone or something. Yes, a dog who attacks another dog is severely uneducated. A dog who attacks a person is uneducated. A dog who barks his head off on the window is uneducated. But we prioritize the dog being happy over education. Education takes hard work on our end, consistency on our end. Because behavior is like water and it will shape to whatever it's allowed to become. It'll shape to the environment. So experienced dog people know that what dogs' needs are very clearly. Having a good understanding of what a dog's needs are, and then allowing your dog to just be happy with those needs is the key to making your dog social. It is the key to making your dog live at peace. If your dog every day, every other day, is stressed, then it's on us to help them with that stress. All right, next question. For those of you who just joined in, guys, feel free to ask as many questions as you like. I did go on a little bit of a rant there, but what I'm telling to you guys is all of the interviews I've had over the years. I've been doing this for a long time. And I know I'm still young, but I talk to people, man. If you know me, if you've talked to me, if you've trained with me, you know I never rush you off the phone. I want to get the same questions answered because I can then give owners certainty. If I don't know, then how can I be certain? How can I know that I can get results? I have to be able to ask those questions. I have to be able to feel the situation. I have to be able to diagnose, you know, if the dog is safe for society or not. So there's a lot of things that go into interviews, which I absolutely love, by the way. If you guys just want to call me and talk about your dog, I'm not going to rush you off the phone. It's what I like to do. So, all right, here we go. Carrie says, can a dog understand differences between owners? For example, letting them do things that annoy you that wouldn't annoy another owner in the picture. Yeah, that's a great question. So it depends on, well, yes, I would say we have to think about what we're feeding into. If we know that pushy behavior leads to certain other bad behaviors, then no one in the house should put up with it. But see, that's the biggest that is the biggest disconnect between, let's just say, two owners in the same house. One of the owners is going to get annoyed quicker. Parents are going to get annoyed quicker about certain behaviors than the other. But we do have to have certain rules that cannot go on between the two of you. That's like the magic when it goes. Yes, some parents don't understand why they should be doing it because they aren't the annoyed ones. And the annoyed ones don't give a damn why they should be doing it. They're just annoyed with it. And so there's the big disconnect. Why can't he come on the couch? He's been matter to make excuses. And then the other one goes, no, I don't want him on the couch. It's dirty. The dog's dirty. He just licked his butthole. He ate some poop. I don't want him on the couch. I made that part up. I don't want him on the couch because I know that this behavior is going to lead to this behavior. And then the other owner who allows everything to go on says, no, it doesn't. No, that has nothing to do with this. But I question the owner that says that everything's okay. Why do you allow everything to be okay? And sometimes it's because they're being selfish. They want to feel. So they're wanting to gather a feeling from the dog. So they make up an excuse as to why they are allowing certain behaviors to go on that they were told not to allow to go on. They want to feel good. But what happens is, again, that's sort of that weird like dynamic of codependency. It's almost like I need this dog in my life because it makes me feel. See how it always comes back to the person who allows the dog to do whatever it wants? It's like, I need to feel this. I don't care what it's going to lead to from the dog standpoint. Don't care about that. More so than what I get out of it. What I get out of it matters more to the dog's progression. Doesn't matter. I want to feel what I want. So that's sort of like the dynamic between dog owners or parents or whatever it may be. If there's bad behavior, if your dog is bad behavior, if your dog is displaying bad behavior, reactive behavior, especially aggressive behavior, I already know that there if there's two people in the house, one of them is not comfortable, or not just not comfortable. Sometimes they flat out refuse to say no. One of them is being exploited because of their lack of consistency with what they want, with their expectations. So great question. But my answer again would be, we know that certain behaviors lead, or let the door, creep the door open for other unwanted behaviors. If we know that, then we do have to have the same rules for the dog. And that may be that big hump that you need to get over in order for the dog to achieve balance. Dog has got to be able to rely on the parents for answers, not excuses. A dog has got to rely on parents for answers and not their cuteness, not their pushiness. All aggressive dogs are pushy for attention. All aggressive dogs are pushy for attention. All aggressive people are pushy for attention. It doesn't sound too bad to me. Attention seems to be a drug these days. All right, next question, guys. This is good conversation, man. Let me know what you guys think about it. What I just said. Agree, disagree? What's happening? Tell me. Give me some feedback. All right. I'm sitting a doodle who is crazy puller, 7 months, too young for a prong. No. Amy says, what's the best way to get a 6-month-old puppy to stay calm in a crate when we're away? Does well at night. I'd say crate the puppy when you're home. That way you can guide the puppy through. I would say most importantly, though, is getting the dog to understand what stay means and sit means in the crate. So when you're letting this dog out, the dog should sit and stay for as long as it looks like, until it looks like a very peaceful puppy. You know what I mean? Not shaking its tail, not, antsy, not, looking excited, but just looking balanced, right? Looking at you in your eye. That's very important for crate training. So not allowing the puppy to burst out of the crate when you open that door. Not allowing the puppy to bark or whine. Getting up and telling the dog to be quiet. Putting pressure on the dog, telling them to sit. Definitely not giving them treats in the crate or anything like that. But and then when you come home, you might have to wait until the dog is quiet before you let him out of the crate. If you're letting this dog out while it's excited, then you're just feeding into the separation energy. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. Try those things. Make sure the dog is exercised as well. So yeah, all right, guys, you guys got to start knowing. You guys got to start really researching about what kind of dog, what kind of breed you're getting into, man. I see too many of these mismatches. There's a lot of people who want to rescue a daggum beagle or a hound and live in an apartment. And it's like, wow. No. Huskies in apartments. No. Labs. No. German Shepherds. Any kind of working breed or protective breed. Sheesh. You're really asking for it. Some dogs are going to just be very territorial. And to put them in an apartment, it's almost a bit unfair. Not saying that that is not possible. What I'm saying is it's not probable. It's not. You guys all know a dog has a better life the more room it has. The more room it has to stretch its legs. There's one thing about farm dogs that make them live so long, and that is the ability, the easy access to exercise. The access to hunt, to do all the predatorial things that a dog wants to do. It's not locked up in a crate for 4, 5, 6, 7 hours. Yeah. Hey, listen, guys. I'm here to tell you. Dogs do better in a 2-parent household, just like kids. That is also what I have found to be true. Dogs do better when there are 2 people working it out, thinking it through. I think it's important. To have both the person that is very soft and have the person that is not so soft. It's common sense, guys. We need both perspectives to achieve balance. Balance just doesn't come from one side. It wouldn't be balance. It needs 2 sides. Two sides. So, if you're thinking about getting a dog, if you're thinking about getting a puppy or a rescue or whatever it may be, guys, understand that you're responsible for not allowing your dog to become a terror to the community. It's not just for your own little happiness. It's also the fact that you have to keep people safe. Because you have a predatorial animal who likes to be territorial, Bark, 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 bark. Who likes attention? Who really likes food? So, if you go the rescue route, just understand that it ain't all roses and you have to get serious. You have the responsibility not to allow your dog to terrorize the community and children and other dogs. If your dog does that and that's your dog, that's on you. I can give people the benefit of the doubt. There are some rescues that are not transparent about who that dog is, and they should be held accountable. Because the education should come at the point of entry in rescue. The education should come at the point of entry. Instead of, here's this dog, good luck. Who is he? I don't know, seems friendly. But what people can learn from dogs, man, is very powerful. It's very uncomfortable because the dog is only reflecting is a soul. Dogs are a reflection of our soul. If you have an unbalanced dog, you should probably look to see if you're balanced yourself. Because hurt people most of the time gravitate towards animals. A lot of people who've been through some stuff gravitate towards animals. Because maybe they're not feeling worthy of love from a human, from the human capacity. So dogs are easy to feel love from. So we avoid the human connection and we get that love from the dog. But you know you've taken it too far when your dog starts to act like a fool. Can the dog become something that's not the priority? Or if your dog is taken away, would you just be absolutely crushed and devastated? Because the reality is that it could happen. It could happen, guys. And that's the reality. That's just nature. That's the truth. Become, and this is what I learned from training dogs and keeping dogs. Become so comfortable with your own self that a dog's love isn't a need, it just adds to your life. It's a bonus. Because it's really easy. The easy part is to get a dog to stay by you because you touch them all the time in all the right spots. You feed them what they want when they want it. They do more of what they want to do, even if it annoys you, because you want them to stay by you. You need them by you. But when you come to that conclusion, when you reach that point, when you say, man, bro, you got to stop this or else we can't do this. That's the best thing that damn dog can become confronted with. Bro, you keep doing this, you got to go. I can't deal with it. Can't deal with it. I'm putting my foot down. When you have that mindset, that dog will respect you more. That dog will become more humble to the rest of the world, less reactive to dogs and humans. But don't allow the dog to dictate your life. Don't allow the dog to manipulate you, your family, your extended family, your holidays, your vacations. If you're the only family, if you're the only people that can enjoy your dog, what kind of life is that? What kind of life is that? You need that validation so much so from one being, dog, that it doesn't allow anything else to come close. Yeah, my dog is my everything. Yeah, well, it shouldn't be. It should add to your life. But your dog should know that you have a life. And yes, I love you. I'm taking care of you. But you are not above, other humans. Yeah. Come on, guys. It's the daggum truth. Balance takes both masculine and feminine energy. Balance. If one of the other is missing, your dog's going to show it. Masculine and feminine. Joe says, hey, Jeremy, just wanted to let you know that Brody is doing incredible since his stay with you. It's been amazing difference, and we are so grateful for your help. Thank you. Man, thank you guys. I really appreciate that. I really appreciate that. That damn dog was amazing. Oh, God damn. That dog reminded me of my childhood. I remember vividly walking this. I can even see it like I'm like looking through my eyes. But first real dog that I ever walked on leash was a all white German Shepherd. There must be something about these all white German Shepherds. I'm telling y'all. Hello? If you want a German Shepherd, you may try to look for some all whites. Because them all whites is calm as hell. Them all whites is nice. I'm trying to tell you. Anyway, I was walking this leash of this dog, and this dog was old, but it was all white and it wasn't pulling. I didn't even know how to teach the dog not to pull. You know what I'm saying? I'm just a kid, and this freaking dog is just not pulling. And it was peaceful as hell. I still remember that. This walk that I had with this one dog was so peaceful. Maybe that's why I'm like so adamant about you got to have a good walk with your dog, man. The dog is pulling everywhere, pissing everywhere, shitting everywhere, stopping everywhere, looking everywhere, like with concern. Why allow your dog to just live in paranoia like that? Why allow your dog to just do whatever it wants all the time? It's not good for them. It's not good for anybody. We all need to have a certain amount of rules that we live by based on our temperament to keep us civil, respectful, and trustworthy. Yeah, those things are important. Hey, Lily, come train with me soon, hun. Yeah, those things are important. Wow. Those things are very important. You must be able to say no. Or else. You get a dog that says, everyone says yes to me. Yeah, I can do what I want. Everyone says yes. I can pretty much do whatever I want. Everyone says yes. No one says no. No one says no to me. Look how cute I am. Look how big I am. Look how cute. Look how small I am. Uh-uh. No, 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 no. No, no, no. So, all right, guys, those of you who are watching, I just went on like a 30-minute rant. But if you guys have any questions, please feel free to ask now. Any question is, all questions are great. There's no dumb questions. And I will answer them to the best of my ability. This is episode 200. I hope you guys are liking it. If you are watching on YouTube, please like and consider subscribing. I'm almost up to 4,000 subscribers. Help me out. Subscribe to my channel. Hit that notification bell. Look at me. I sound like I'm a real YouTuber. But I'm not. Yeah, guys. Balance is the goal. Saying no is okay. Okay, I got a question coming in. Jana says, "What does it mean when your dog bites your butt in the direction they want us to go?"
What?
That's kind of funny. To me, it just means he's being pushy. She or he is being pushy and wants to manipulate you, train you to do what it wants you to do what it wants, what they want to do. Yeah, pushy behavior is shown in a lot of different ways. Some dogs grab on the clothes. Some dogs bark for attention. Some dogs will take the ball and put it in your lap over and over and over again. Big slimy ball, right? Some dogs will scratch at you. Some dogs will jump on you. Some dogs will go between your legs. Hey, listen, guys. If you want to build an insecure dog, the quickest way is to keep them comfortable all the time. Give in to what they want all the time. And you are manifesting. You are manufacturing insecurity. And then when your dog comes here, I have to take them back to puppyhood and try and teach them what their mom, meaning their mother, biological mother, should have taught them. Or what the owners should have taught them. Here's some things to never tolerate, guys. Never. If you don't want your dog to ever be aggressive, here's some things you should never tolerate: jumping, excessive mouthing, like biting, play biting, whether it be play biting or not. When you're biting and play biting or fighting or playing with your dog and they're biting you, you should be able to end it when you want to end it, not them. You should never tolerate them not listening to you when you call them, not considering you. They just going over there sniffing the ground. They hear you, but they're like, no. Yeah, don't tolerate that. You shouldn't tolerate pushing, dog pulling on leash. Should not tolerate that. Should not tolerate whining. Should not tolerate barking. And you shouldn't just let your dog just stress out. You should give them something to do. You should really think long term. What kind of dog you want? What kind of dog you want? Do you want a social dog or do you want an antisocial dog? If you want an antisocial dog, go ahead and spoil them because they'll close out everybody else. I don't need any of this. I don't like you, and you. I like you. You're cool. F you, and you. That's how a lot of these dogs that call me, that's how a lot of these parents that call me, that's what they're describing their dogs. Oh, it gets along with some people, but doesn't get along with others. Man, I had this one person call me talking about, oh, the dog doesn't like people with hats on or glasses on or jackets on or ski pants on or doesn't like when people ride four-wheelers and it doesn't like what the huh? Yeah, your dog is being very, very pretentious. Just adding to the list. I don't feel like dealing with you. I don't feel like dealing with you. Anything that makes me slightly uncomfortable, because I'm so used to being comfortable, I'm going to be crabby about. I'm not used to it. I don't know how to not be in charge. That's the psyche of some of these dogs out here, man. I don't know what to do not being in charge. I love you guys, man. I appreciate you guys giving me a platform to speak. And it actually lets me sort of brain dump. I have too many ideas all the time, and I just like to even voice them. But I'm I feel very strongly that no amount of training is going to help people who cannot say no to their dog. If you're feeling freaking sad, or if you're feeling empty, or if you're feeling if your dog is feeling a void, then it's very obvious to me why your dog is acting a fool. All right. Joey is barking at Eve thing that moves out did. He barks and I say, Joey, stop. What did I do? What do I do? Do I scold him? And like the scolding, what do I do? At evening, at everything that moves outside. Yeah, outside. Joey is barking at everything that moves outside. Gotcha. Yeah, overall, guys, poodles are barky ass dogs. But when he barks looking outside like it's a game. Yeah, you got to tell him to be quiet. You scold him until he stops. Yeah, you take control. Hey, another dog would do the same thing, guys. Another dominant dog would try to control Joey. Another, I'd say dominant, educated dog would try to scold Joey the same way, or even worse, they'd go up and bite him on the back of the neck. Ah, stop it. Not necessary. Stop all that barking. Arr. That's what a senior dog would do. 100%. Happens all the time. I know some of you guys know that. That's taking control of the situation. That's educating that dog. I'm not saying go out there and bite him on the back of the neck. I'm not saying that. It's not what I'm saying. But what I'm saying is give the dog a correction. Tell him that it's not right. All right. Thanks for your question, Eric. Okay, Barb says, how do you stop a dog from jumping? If I can catch him about to jump, I say off, no jump, and he doesn't. If I don't catch him in time, he will jump. He's very friendly. I would say he needs something that he doesn't like a knee. You have to be physical with him. They're being physical with you. The best way to get a dog not to jump is to be physical back. You're not trying to hurt him. You're not trying to attack him. Basically, you're defending yourself. But they do need to know that jumping is not okay. The other dog, if he were to jump on another dog, they would say, get off me, with a growl, with a stare, with a snap, with a bark, or with a bite. But either way, it's physical pressure. Now, your verbal pressure isn't enough. Off, no jump. And I'm sure you probably back up. But try not backing up. Try moving forward into his space, lifting your knee so he runs into your knee, and let him feel that your presence is going to get him off of you, is something to respect. Because he needs to learn that lesson from the person that cares for him, so that he doesn't go on to do that to someone who doesn't like that at all, because it's uncomfortable for you. So you teach him how to respect the world by first respecting you. Knee up. I don't care if you have to push him. You guys think that freaking dogs shouldn't be touched, but they kill people. Dogs kill people. Yeah. Like once a month. Did you know that? So don't act like dogs are not dangerous. They're dangerous. They need to have respect. They're not innocent. So get some respect from your dog. Not just talking about you, but a dog jumping. What it does to it warps their perspective of how the world is. And there's nothing more dangerous than a dog thinking that the world is theirs and the world must change for me. I can dictate. Everyone, every dog that I see has to respond to me. Every human that I encounter has to do what I want them to do. That's a terrible way of thinking. It's dangerous because they can meet that person, or they can meet that dog that will teach them. And when the outside world teaches your dog, it's usually devastation. Do not let the outside world teach your dog what you should have taught your dog. Think outside of yourself. I should stop this jumping because it's going to lead to a lot of other disrespectful things, like resource aggression, like leash reactivity, like antisocial behavior when it's dogs and humans and kids and anything that just looks and sounds weird. Skateboards, snowblowers, vacuums, brooms, cars. You name it, guys. Guidance. A lot of guidance. Be the dog's advocate, not the dog's buddy. Whew. All right, guys. Well, I was preaching a lot on the 200th episode. My goodness. So, anyway. All right, guys. If you guys enjoyed this show, please give me a like. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel. I want to get over 4,000 pretty soon. If you've found anything valuable in this conversation, then thank you. Thank you for asking questions. We'll see you guys next time. I appreciate all of you. Have a good night.